The world feels chaotic, with sensors tracking every move. Now, downtown London has become a deadly war zone. About 150,000 anti-immigration protesters demonstrated in London. Let's examine this issue now. An anti-immigration rally in downtown London, United Kingdom, drew 150,000 protesters. British media called it the largest nationalist rally in decades, according to The Guardian. Political activist Tommy Robinson organized this London rally under the slogan United Kingdom Unity. The protesters at the rally marched while holding flags featuring the Union Jack, the national flag of the United Kingdom, and the St. George's Cross. As a result, the area around London was thrown into complete chaos. Some participants even carried the St. George's flag or the Israeli flag during the protest. The protesters shouted for refugee boats to be stopped and held signs calling for repatriation. It was especially surprising that Elon Musk appeared by video speech. In his speech, Elon Musk said he finds being British beautiful, but claimed the United Kingdom is being quickly eroded by unchecked mass migration. He also argued that it takes 4 years for the British government to change, but 4 years is too long, and insisted that the government in the United Kingdom needs to change. At the rally, politicians from France, Germany, and Denmark attended. All were anti-immigration and anti-Islamist. They also claimed their countries are being colonized by former colonies, with Alternative for Germany politicians joining to show support. The tension in central London grew even stronger as time went on. The march was mostly peaceful during the day with chanting and flag waving, but as the crowd grew, the atmosphere quickly turned more intense and aggressive. The narrow streets became so crowded that there was barely any room to move, and loud shouts erupted from different places, making the atmosphere tense and sharp. Protesters in front of the police barricade repeatedly threw glass and plastic bottles. Someone ignited a flare and fired it toward the police, and each time the light flashed, the crowd's shouts grew even louder. Police raised shields for protection, but flying objects and a surging crowd quickly turned the scene chaotic. In particular, some radical protesters unleashed indiscriminate violence, throwing punches and kicking at the police. As the crowd surged over the fallen police line, fellow officers had to rush in and pull them out, resulting in a number of injuries during the process. The official announcement stated 26 police officers were injured, including 4 with serious head and spine injuries. At least 25 people were also arrested at the scene. Sirens, smoke, and clashes between police and protesters transformed central London from a normal space into a battlefield. Pay attention to Tommy Robinson, the United Kingdom political activist known for his anti-Islamic nationalist views, who organized this protest. He received 18 months in prison for contempt of court and was released in May 2025 after serving his term. On this day, Tommy Robinson posted on X that London is standing proudly to defend one of our most important rights, freedom of expression. He then went on to organize the protest, resulting in the largest nationalist rally in London in decades. Some say the protest grew large partly because of the Charlie Kirk assassination incident. According to various media reports, the Charlie Kirk assassination incident led to the rallying of related supporters within the United Kingdom, which in turn caused the scale of the protest to grow even larger. There's another reason anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in the United Kingdom. A Reuters report states that by 2025, 28,947 people entered the United Kingdom illegally by crossing in small boats. This is the highest number ever recorded since statistics began in 2018. According to United Kingdom Home Office statistics, there were 108,138 asylum applicants to the United Kingdom in 2024. This is the highest number since statistics began in 1979. But the problem is that the social issues caused by these illegal immigrants are not just 1 or 2. In July 2025, a male Ethiopian immigrant committed 5 sex crimes 9 days after arriving in the country. When it was revealed this man was staying at a government-supported downtown hotel, suspicion increased. As a result, anti-immigrant sentiment is rapidly spreading throughout British society. This change is even clearer in the public opinion poll results. In July 2025, The Observer, a leading British current affairs weekly, conducted a survey of adult voters nationwide. Nearly half of the respondents, 49%, answered that immigration is the most important issue currently facing the United Kingdom. Just 2 years ago, in 2023, only 29% chose immigration as the main issue in response to the same question. This means there has been a sharp increase of 20 percentage points in a short period of time. This signifies more than just a simple statistical change. Despite ongoing social challenges such as economic hardship, the cost of living crisis, and the collapse of public services, the fact that nearly half of Britons have chosen immigration as the nation's top priority clearly shows the direction in which public sentiment is leaning. In particular, it is reported that dissatisfaction with immigration issues has increased significantly among middle-class families and residents of small towns in rural areas. Common problems like delays in medical care, lack of school spots, and housing shortages are increasingly blamed on immigrant immigrant benefits, fueling anti-immigrant sentiment. Political circles are closely watching these effects in public opinion. Even the Conservative and Labor parties, once moderate, are now considering tougher immigration controls in their election strategies. Hardline groups like the Reform Party are using this to grow support. Street interviews and local media report people saying too many immigrant children in schools lower education quality. Complaints often state that hospital appointments are delayed for months and won't improve unless immigration decreases. These poll results indicate not only rising anti-immigrant sentiment, but also that British society is at an emotional turning point. Immigration issues, once limited to certain regions or classes, are now a nationwide concern and a major factor shaping the United Kingdom's future political, economic, and cultural choices. Reform United Kingdom says if elected in the next general election, they will detain and deport all illegal immigrants. Nigel Farage, Reform United Kingdom leader, said at a press conference that if they win the 2029 election, they would deport up to 600,000 illegal immigrants in the first 5 years. Nigel Farage, the leader of the Reform United Kingdom party, said that the United Kingdom is being invaded by illegal immigrants and that women and children would not be exempt from deportation. The Reform United Kingdom party is a political party that strongly advocates anti-immigration policies. Reform United Kingdom, founded in 2018, entered parliament for the first time in the July 2024 general election. They also caused a sensation by winning consecutive victories in the by-elections and local elections last May. In fact, this Reform United Kingdom party is even shaking up the two-party system of the Conservative and Labour parties. A June 2025 Ipsos survey reported party approval ratings. The Reform Party led with 34%, Labour had 25%, and the Conservative Party was second with 15%. If the Reform Party succeeds in taking power in the next general election, there is a high possibility that the United Kingdom will face a completely different situation than it does now. The first step will be deporting illegal immigrants. This is expected to be a tough process with mass detention and forced deportation, not just a simple administrative procedure. According to current estimates by the United Kingdom Home Office, there are hundreds of thousands of illegal residents, and the Reform Party may classify all of them as subjects for control and consider building temporary detention centers for their deportation. If so-called large-scale detention camps become a reality, British society will be caught up in a whirlwind of human rights debates that it has not experienced in decades. In addition, the possibility of breaking international agreements, which the Reform Party leadership has publicly mentioned, cannot be ruled out. Analysts think actions like leaving the European Convention on Human Rights and revisiting the Refugee Convention could happen early in their administration. If these measures happen, the United Kingdom would leave its current international human rights framework. Therefore, relations with the European Union will quickly worsen. The European Union is facing serious internal conflicts over refugees, and if the United Kingdom breaks the rules alone, retaliation could affect unrelated areas like trade or financial regulations. The United Kingdom will also face major repercussions. Deporting hundreds of thousands of immigrants will inevitably cause political conflict. Immigrants may wonder why they must leave the United Kingdom. On the other hand, the opposition is likely to demand the immediate deportation of illegal immigrants. It's also difficult to rule out large-scale protests and recurring violence in this situation. The division within British society could become much more serious than it is now. There are also concerns about economic repercussions. Many illegal immigrants are now essential workers in construction, food service, and agriculture. Deporting them all at once could cause a short-term labor shortage, raising wages and causing price instability. The agricultural sector already faces a major labor shortage since Brexit. These economic effects must be considered too. Anyway, anti-immigration sentiment is rapidly spreading in the United Kingdom right now. Approval ratings for anti-immigration parties are rising, and anti-immigration sentiment is spreading beyond the United Kingdom. Similar events are occurring in Japan and the United States. How do you think the world will change? I'd like to hear your thoughts too. Please share your thoughts in the comments as well. That's the end of the video. Thank you.